Welcome to the Heavy Spoilers Show. I'm your host Definition, aka the pretty cool guy who kicks more ice than your average snowflake, and we have a whole host of updates on the DC universe. The last week has been completely packed when it comes to Batman news, and throughout this video we're going to be breaking down all of the brand new details. This includes news on Michael Keaton's appearance in The Flash, debunking the Ben Affleck Returning leaks, potential Year 100 Easter eggs, and a lot more. Now, there will be heavy spoilers here, so if you don't want anything potentially ruined about the upcoming DC movies, then I highly recommend that you turn off now. Please smash that thumbs up button if you've been enjoying the coverage so far, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel to never miss an update. With that out of the way, thank you for clicking this. Now let's get into our breakdown of all the new Batman details. Okay, so if you've been living in a Batcave for the past week, then you might have missed the news that the granddaddy of the Bat family, Michael Keaton, will be reprising his role as Batman in the upcoming Flash movie. The Flashpoint centric film will reportedly see him take over the reins of Ben Affleck, and he will act as a mentor for the DC characters across the universe, including Flash, Batgirl, and many more. The story broke the internet better than Bane broke the Bat, and it's had fans extremely excited. We now have some further news in regards to the film, including what the Batsuit will be, and a lot more. Now, The Hollywood Reporter recently did a massive post about all their scoops and updates from insiders that contained the following information. Michael Keaton is in talks to return as Batman, and by Batman we also mean Bruce Wayne. Despite pesky rumours from certain corners, there's no Thomas Wayne in the script, sources tell us. Also, Keaton would appear in costume. So pretty short and sweet, but it does let us know two major things. Though the Flash movie will be a Flashpoint one, there will be absolutely no Thomas Wayne in the film. This is a pretty big bummer if it turns out to be true, as I was really excited to see Jeffrey Dean Morgan reprise the role of the character, and I think that he would look absolutely incredible in the costume. The Thomas Wayne Batman version, in my opinion, is one of the most interesting depictions of the Dark Knight, and it kinda seems a shame that they aren't using him, as he's really integral to the graphic novel and makes for a great character. I'm guessing this means we won't be getting a Martha Wayne Joker either, which is a big shame as she adds a lot of intriguing aspects to the source material, and it was such a big twist the first time I read the graphic novel. It just feels like a massive miss here. So lots of bad news, but with this bad news also comes the good news that Michael Keaton will be appearing in costume. The rumour is that, like the original book, after Flash fixes things he returns to the Batcave to see what the status quo is. The Batcave was a key location in the alternate version of history, as when he went there and found Thomas instead of Bruce, he knew that things were wrong. So Flash, altering the past once more, ventures back to the Batcave to see if he's living in a universe with either Thomas or Bruce, and according to the leaks, he finds a much older version of Wayne, namely Michael Keaton. This is likely how it will appear in the movie, and sources close to The Hollywood Reporter have said that Keaton will be appearing in the Batsuit. Now, DCEU Mythic recently posted a report that said Keaton will be appearing in a version of the suit that is similar to the Kingdom Come one. This was posted by Jeremy Conrad, who has been right on a lot of leaks, but also gotten some wrong, so take this with a pinch of salt until we know everything. Now, in Kingdom Come, we follow much older versions of the heroes as they come out of retirement to save the world. Bruce spends most of his time with a neck brace on due to the impact that being Batman has had on him. However, at the end he returns with an armoured suit that allows him to still duke it out with the bad guys. And no, he can't turn his head. But this is some brilliant fan service if it's the case, and it massively fits in with the aesthetic of an older Batman. Personally, I would hope that they go more with the Dark Knight Returns version of the character rather than the broken neck one, as he's pretty much unable to do a lot of things. I do think that Pattinson will still provide us with a younger version of Batman that can kick all kinds of ice, but I would have loved to see the older one doing it too. However, The Hollywood Reporter did say that Keaton would be more of a mentor figure akin to Nick Fury rather than a guy that goes out and punches people in the face every night. Now, as always, just like how Hugh Jackman has been rumoured to appear in every Marvel movie since the X-Men franchise got passed to Disney, news has been circulating that Ben Affleck will be back too. So firstly, Affleck has said numerous times he doesn't want to do the role. The guy has pretty much told us, the bat is dead, bury it. Also, you don't look for other actors such as Pattinson and Keaton if you're thinking of still having him around. Secondly, the Keaton report came from numerous large outlets such as The Wrap, Hollywood Reporter, comicbook.com, Vanity Fair, definition.co.uk, heavyspoilers.com, and all the best in the business except for those first four. With this came the news that Thomas Wayne was also out of the project, but absolutely nowhere mentioned that Affleck was coming back. In fact, they said quite the opposite and stated that Keaton was taking over his role and his time in the cowl was over. So from that, I would say it's pretty clear from there not being a mention of his name alongside Keaton that he won't be returning. Telling people Affleck is back would be just as big a story as Keaton would, and thus if his name isn't mentioned alongside the Thomas Wayne and Keaton casting news, then we can read between the lines that he won't be returning. That being said, this is DC, so you never quite know what will happen. Still though, it's down to whether Affleck would do it, and he said time and time again, no. We just kinda need to let the guy rest a bit, and for a role that almost ruined his life, I do kinda feel it's selfish that fans keep wanting to wheel him back out so he can do it all over again when there's a lot more that are interested in doing it and would probably love to have a chance at it. That's just my thoughts on it, but as of now, until a big trade report on Affleck being in the role, I'm just gonna take it as being untrue. Now before we get into the rest of the video, I just want to let you know we're giving away a free copy of the MCU Infinity Saga box set to one random subscriber. All you have to do to be in with a chance of winning is like the video, subscribe to the channel and leave your thoughts on the news in the comment section below. The winner is going to be chosen at random on the 15th of July and the set will be shipped out from then to whoever gets the prize, so best of luck to everyone who takes part. Okay, and lastly we have two bits of news in regards to the Matt Reeves Batman movie. Firstly, an interview with Robert Pattinson, which talks about what it's like to embody Batman. Let's check it out.
Every single time I say one sentence about Batman, there's this massive, I'm offending swathes of Batman fans. But I mean, it's kind of, I mean, the interesting thing about Batman itself is that you could basically, it's been played in so many different ways. The comics cover so much ground, the movies cover so much ground. I mean, if you're going on the kind of, if you're trying to play a historically accurate Batman, I mean, you could literally play anything. So I guess it's kind of what Matt Reeves, who's directing it, kind of wants to go for. And I've always found it's until you're on set and it's until you can feel what it feels like to be around the other actors, to be in the costume. I mean, the few times I've been in, that's not even the real costume yet, like when I was just doing the screen test and stuff. I mean, it's pretty astonishing how different you feel when you put it on. You can have as many ideas as you want, and as soon as you put that costume on, it feels, you know, an entirely different situation which you could never have predicted. It makes you a lot larger, and people also, I think the main thing as well is something where covering your face, like going around with a mask on, to anybody, I mean, it does something to everyone around it, even though they know, you know, they know who it is underneath. But it's just, I could feel even in the few minutes I was doing it, people kind of behave differently around you, and you would just you'd never really know.
Okay, so kinda hinting at what it's like to take on the role, and I like that he's talking about this additional persona that being Batman gives you. Throughout all the comics I've read on the character, I've always felt that Bruce Wayne is the mask and Batman is the true face, so I absolutely love this idea of what's going on with his thinking behind the character. It does seem like this version of Batman is going to be unlike anything we've seen before, and this has been given further weight by a new crew announcement. Now firstly, shoutouts to BatSource for spotting this on IMDb. We can see that Chris Lyons has been added to the behind the scenes crew as someone doing the special effects teeth. A lot of people think that this has something to do with the Penguin, Killer Croc or Firefly, but I actually have a completely different theory. In the graphic novel Batman Year 100, which you should definitely pick up, Batman actually wears false teeth in it. In the storyline, in order to appear more frightening and intimidating to his foes, the Dark Knight dons some fake vampire teeth, as this gives criminals in the city the idea that he's a creature of the night. I would love to see this sort of thing brought across, and as we know from our exclusive leaks, the movie is pulling from a lot of different aspects in the Cape Crusaders' rich history. Batman 2 rides around on a bike in that, similar to what we've seen him doing in the behind the scenes stuff on this movie. So yeah, fingers crossed I'm right, but if not, I'll just delete this video and pretend it never happened. So yeah, make sure you watch this 100 times whilst you still can. Now obviously, I'd love to hear your thoughts on these updates, and if you're excited to see what's next. Comment below and let me know, and if you enjoyed this video then please drop a thumbs up as it massively helps us out, and if you missed our video last week then now's the time to check it out. We break down the Snyder trailer, talk more about Keaton's Batman, as well as Selina Kyle's catsuit in the Matt Reeves movie, so whatever you want to know, we got you covered, but we got this covered. Yes, we're not that bad. Now, if you want to support the channel from as little as 99 cents a month, then please click the join button below. We massively appreciate it, and as a thank you, you get access to content early. If you want to come chat to us after the show, either follow us at Heavy Spoilers or click the Discord link in the description below. Those are the best ways to keep up to date with the channel, and hopefully we see you over there soon. But if not, have a lovely week and take care of yourself. Much love.